Hi, this segment is going to show you how to use your department's secure collaborative workspace. So what this is a Google workspace that it's private, so other people outside your department can't see it. Other staff members can access it, but parents, students, and public members can't see it, nor can they access. And this is a place you can share documents, files, ideas, events, and dates with each other. And let me show you how it works. So if we go down to here, each department has a department workspace. Now, there's a lot of things about this workspace that are pretty similar to what Schooloop does, but the advantage of this workspace is that you can customize it and you can expand it in ways that Schooloop can't. And also, this site is not dependent on Schooloop. So whether or not the district or school continues to use Schooloop, your material here is under your control and your department control. So it's not going to all of a sudden disappear one day and your files be gone. So let's click on English to use this example. So first thing you'll need to log in. Now you log in with the same username and password that you have for your YouTube channel. So MV English, and the password's the same, which was on the handout. If you don't remember your password for the YouTube channel, you can always email me. Now with this, unlike the YouTube channel you can only log in with MV English. With your department site, each individual department member actually has a Google account that's associated with the school that we can activate, and we'll talk about that a little later on. If departments choose to want to customize this a little more, we can activate the department's individual accounts. But for now, let's just log in with the joint account. So we sign in, and this is the first time. If this is the first time you signed in, you'll have to finish the user agreement, which means you'll have to make sure you type this in correctly, which is sometimes more difficult. And there we go. So now that we're logged in as MV English, and so let's take a look at why you consider using this. So what we have here is we have a link to some tutorial videos if you need help. But meanwhile, what we have is a link to department file space, to your YouTube channel, which was talked about in the other videos, to a place where you can do some department spreadsheets online and to-do lists, and a place for department announcements. So this is really a good site, not for kind of daily communication, but for like project-based stuff. So let's take a look at your department file space. So this is a place where you can add files to folders. You can create new folders. I zoom out. So I can create a new folder, or I can modify current folders, and we can share work, whether it be lesson plans or projects with each other. Now keep in mind, all this is secure, and all this is accessible anywhere where you have internet. So it's not on some district server, and it's on Google servers. So this stuff is there, and you can add any files and create any folders that your department sees fit. The next thing is the department to-do list. So with the department to-do list is what it is it's an online spreadsheet that you can customize. The default here, if we look at the default here, you have items, dates, people, status, and outcome. Let's say that if this was like a project task. So if we're saying that item, green rubrics, next department meeting. Yeah. Choose set a date for your colleagues, and say it's gonna be Chris and Bonnie are gonna bring them, and status we'll leave that blank, and outcome we can leave blank now as well. And here we have this. So now if I want to update my status, I can click on it again, and we can add information to it. And just like any spreadsheet, you can sort the items, you can sort by fields. And this is the default. Of course, if you click, let me back up. If you click customize this list, you can change what's on here. So you can create a kind of a spreadsheet that you think will fit fit your department's needs. Now you notice down here, there's the comments. We can add comments. So you can add comments on every single page. So on the file space, if somebody had questions about the files being uploaded, colleagues can leave comments for each other on this page. On the to-do list, we can add comments. You can even attach files. So files can be attached on any page. So comments and attachments are available. Kind of just a place to kind of like almost like a sticky. You can stick a file or stick a comment on any page. The last is the department announcements. So you can whether course alikes or departments, they can create a posting for each other, and once again you can attach files and comments, and you can even embed videos and other things on the announcement page, so that when you go back to the main, so if we up here in the upper right corner or upper left corner, excuse me, when you click on so if I go back to the blog and I want to get back to the main page, I just click on Department Collaborative Space again, and this will bring me back to the main page. So on this main page, it'll show you any recent announcements, and it'll bring you back to the links to go to the other places. But what also is on here is a department calendar. So you can add and create events and add this to a Google Calendar. The nice thing about using a Google Calendar is that you can create it by projects. So you don't have to use this calendar. You can create calendars for course alikes or anything, and it's just kind of a robust way that lets you create a calendar that's viewable online and by mobile devices and things like that. So in the end, this is just essentially a place to share documents, files, and ideas and dates with each other. Now, there's so much more you can do. You can customize this workspace, and this is yours. So this doesn't belong to me or Chris, and this is really, the department can take full control and really change everything on here and kind of really tweak it. This is really a default template, and if you want to revert back to this template, I can do that for you. Meanwhile, you can really add subpages, whatever you think is useful for your department. If we look at social science, they've added a subpage for a history English collaboration, and you can add pages upon pages on pages. And here we have a history English calendar just for this kind of task force. And they have their own file space, so you can create more and more file spaces. And the file storage is pretty big. I think we can store up to 2 GB on here, possibly even more. And the last thing, I want to kind of show you a Google example. So here is kind of, if you truly kind of deck it out, this is what it could look like. So here's like a fully decked out. If I zoom in, this is like this is just a sample. Here this group has they've kind of modified their discussion board, put it like kind of project due dates, and so whatever. And here is a spreadsheet, and as you can customize it. And here's they've sharing documents on here. So if you ever want to see this sample and kind of get some ideas, that's under right here under Google Demo, which is right under the department workspace links. So this is your department collaborative workspace. You don't have to use this, but it's there, and if you ever feel like using it, I can help you out, and I can help customize this if I can come by your department and kind of modify these to really fit your needs, because I know right now it looks kind of bland, but it really isn't bland. It's a place it's a real good place for you to share in ways that would have been really tedious before. Thank you.